Hello guys, welcome to Make It Big online YouTube channel. I Today I want to bring a very powerful strategy that you can use to both catch the spikes and as well as follow the tick. This strategy is superb. It has been tested for a very long period of time and the efficiency have been confirmed, hence I'm bringing it to you. So I know I've not posted some videos on this channel for long. That's because I literally don't just post strategy every day. When I post a strategy, I always want to see the comment section to see how the strategy is working and get feedback, because posting different strategy every day, post one today, post one tomorrow, will not necessarily help, in the sense that it might get some people confused. However, I've come to think about it. People have different trading pattern and different things that work with them. So I'll be bringing one strategy per day on this channel. So you can pick the one that is working for you. Okay, that doesn't mean you should apply all of them. You should just pick the one that is working for you and work with it. Okay, so before I bring the strategy to you, I want to let you know that if you are yet to subscribe, for those who have subscribed to the channel, I want to thank you very much for making us to reach 100 subscribers in a very short period of time. I also want you to, if these videos are helpful to you, you should do well to share to your friends. At least they too can benefit from what you are benefiting from. You get me? So without much saying, let's get down to the video. So in this strategy, we are going to be cashing these spikes. Remember the last video I told us that I'm going to bring a video that we can use to cash these spikes. So these spikes, we are going to be cashing them today. These particular ones you see here, these spikes, we are going to be cashing these spikes, and the same time we are also going to be following these little ticks. Okay, so let's dive into the video. Okay, all right, so firstly, what we need to do is go to, before I introduce the strategy, I want to just bring your attention to something. Even without a strategy, you can trade. Like for instance, you can see this is a live account. You can see this is a live account, not a demo. So in this particular account, I can decide to place a trade right now and I will still cash spike. Why is that so? Because if you see this place, this trade has been heading downward, as you can see. Oh goodness. Okay, so this trade has been heading downward, you can see. Now before that happened, there was one spike here, a little one, then this one upward. Now it started coming down. In trading, there's what is called price action, and price action, they are just different levels that the market responds to. So here at this point, let me just change this guy. At this point, as you can see, the market responds, then here as well. So all these different levels that the market respond to is what we are going to be using to to catch the spikes if we want to. However, for the sake of beginners, because most of the time when I trade, my chart is always neat like this. So for those who are yet to understand what price action is and all that, that's why we develop some profitable strategy that even a novice can benefit from. So let's dive in. First, we need to go to our function. We'll click on our function here. Oops, sorry. come to our function right here, this one. So you click on the function. So I'll just click on it. Now click on this F, this one you can see here, this one right here, F. Okay, so click on F. Now click on the F. The first thing we want to add is moving average. So the moving average is going to have a period of 10. The shift should be 0, exponential method, then apply to close. Here you can choose your different, the weight and your color. I decide to use red. Then you, after you are done with these settings, just click on done. Okay, click on done. So now if you come to the chart, we now have moving average running through our charts. Okay, so the next thing you want to add is your click here again. So the next thing we want to add is our relative strength index, ROSI, and we are going to give it a period of 1. Apply to close. The style should be the color of your background. Then the levels, these levels, we have level 50 as your take profit, level 90 as sell, level 10 as buy. Okay, so you can choose your color, your styling, and then click done. So when you are done, you are going to see this line at the bottom here, this particular one, all these lines. You are going to see all these lines. Okay, so this is your TP. You can see TP, this is sell, this is buy, and this is sell. Okay, so having done that, we need to add another indicator to this chart, and that is going to be an indicator window 1, which is this point, indicator window 1. You click this one, then I'm going to click on it. Then what I want to add is the MACD. So I'll add the MACD. MACD is going to have a fast EMA of 9, slow EMA 23, MACD SMA is 6. Apply to close. Then you can choose your colors. Okay, now don't add any level. There are no levels to this one. When you are done, just click on done and check. Okay, so you have these lines moving inside your relative strength index. All right, then the last indicator we want to add is going to be moving average inside your indicator window 1, moving average, and it's going to have a period of 21. Okay, every other thing remains the same, period 21. Then click done. When you are done, you are going to have something like this. Okay, so now you have this. How do you use, you can use this strategy in 1 minute, you can use it in 1 hour, you can use it in 15 minutes, you can use it basically in any of the time frame. Okay, you can use it in any of the time frame. Now the question is, when do you buy and when do you sell? I'm just going to place this trade. Okay, let me check the time, 2 minutes more. If after 2 minutes this candle didn't spike, then I'm going to place a buy. The next candle should give a spike. Okay, now when do you use this strategy? I normally recommend, when using strategies, 5 minutes and 1 minute, especially when it comes to boom and crash. The reason is because it gives you quicker result, like candle opens and closes quicker when you are using this time frame. Okay, so now how do you use the strategy? Let's go. Firstly, there is something I will like to bring to your notice. You should do your chart such that you see this line I'm drawing, this dollar sign, draw it down. Now you should ensure that your chart and your strategy is in line exactly the same way it is right now, just like this. To do that, you need to hold your screen for long and drag. You can now drag it to fit in. Okay, so you drag it like this. like this. Okay, then you leave it like this. All right, now that's one thing you should do. So to use this strategy is simple. You can use it on 1 minute, you can use it on 5 minutes, you can use it 15 minutes, or even 1 hour, 4 hours. It all depends on how you want to trade with it. So if we want to catch these spikes, there are just two conditions that needs to be met. The first condition is this. The first condition is what we see right here. You can see this this place. There was a cross at this zone. So after that cross, you need to also come over. You see the cross I'm talking about, the blue and the red line, which is our MACD line and our moving average, crossed at this point. After that cross, then you now come over to ensure that this there is a spike that is above the moving average. So for instance, this was the first spike, this little one. You can see that this spike was small and it was above the moving average, spiked above the moving average. So which means, and here it's already indicating a buy. Remember, this is your buy zone. This place is telling you to buy and there is already a first spike. So what you do is you hold on. When you see this spike, you hold on. The moment this spike, when you see the conditions, I mean to say, you hold on until there is a spike. So the moment you see this spike, you enter your trade. And if you, of course, you can see number one spike. Now when do you, number two spike and all that. So if you want to take profit, you can allow the market to go until this your red line, this moving average, hits the TP1, your TP. Okay, so you can see this was the point that we hit the TP. Okay, this was the point. So if you trace it down, you discover it was at this last spike. Okay, however, if you don't want to stay the market for too long, after the first spike, at best the second, you should exit the market. Okay, now don't forget this is 5 minutes, so it means that one of this candle is 5 minutes. So if you were to get this 1-2 spike, it means you should have waited for 15 minutes. Why? Because if you notice here, you discover that here, this particular point, this was the first spike. This one took 5 minutes. Then there was a little one in between. That small one is also 5 minutes before this one. So you could have gotten this in 15 minutes. However, this spike alone can give you good money. Okay, so you can get one spike and leave the market, wait for the condition to be met. Now, when do you sell? In order to sell, there is no good condition here to sell. Now, in order to sell, let's check 1 minute. Now, this is the condition for you to sell in this market. Okay, let me just highlight it for you. You need this point to cross at the 90 zone, which is done. Then you need your moving average to also cross here. Okay, you need all the candles to come below your moving average. So the moment that is done, you can enter your sell and you can follow the market until it gets to your TP zone. So as you can see, this was a profitable trade. If I have entered this market, now I should be closing and I should have been on profit. Okay, okay, so that is how this one is for boom 1000. So let's check about crash. Now take note, you can use it to trade other pairs, like even volatility indices. As you can see, it works. Okay, so this strategy can be used for even currency pair. If you are into currency pair, you see there was a cross and a breakdown, and what happens? The market is still going down. So I can literally hold this trade because the red is yet to touch my TP1. So I can hold this trade for a long period of time and I will ride it until it gets to my TP1. However, if you are satisfied with the profit you already have, it is always advisable you leave the market. Okay, so that is for volatility. You can use it for any other currency. All the conditions remain the same. So let's check crash 300. Okay, so now this is crash 300 in 5 minutes, and you can see right here there was a cross and a cross here, and the market literally went up. You can see how the market moved up after that. Okay, now the market actually moved until the line touched your TP zone, so you would have left the market before all these spikes and moves started. Then if you want to sell in this scenario, of course you should know what to do by now. You wait, okay, to get this, not this one. You wait until this condition is met, then you also see it met here, which means you should have entered this market after this first small spike. So after this first small spike, you would have entered your sell, and you would have gotten this, if you are patient to ride it. Okay, so that is how this strategy works. Don't intend to keep this video for too long because the strategy is very simple and easy to use. You can use it in 5 minutes, you can use it in 1 minute. The zoom level doesn't really matter, so you can just go ahead and use it. Okay, so I just want to bring something to our notice, that I'll be dropping my direct number on the WhatsApp, on the contact, the comment, the description box, the description section. You can reach me. We are also into account management, where we help you to trade and manage your account, risk-free account management. Okay, then we just recently ended our mentorship program, where we teach people how to trade, the basics of trading, where you can develop your own profitable strategy and trade very well. Okay, if you want to be part of that, you can, the link to purchase the course will be on the description box. You can do well to buy it, and then I'll give you a one-on-one mentorship and program and all that. It's an effective program, guys. I wish I had time to show you some results from the previous class. You would have seen what our students are doing. They are doing extremely well. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the strategy. Give me your feedback, drop your comments, and if there is anything you will like to be clarified about, don't forget to reach me on WhatsApp, which I will be dropping the number on the description section. Okay, so thank you guys for your support on this channel. Please subscribe if you have not yet to, so that you can get more profitable strategy every time I post them like this. Don't forget to share it with your friends. Help this channel to grow by sharing to your friends and recommending us as well. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you again tomorrow when I bring to you another strategy.